Hi everybody at Summit. I'm Pete Gamber, and for over 40 years I've worked in music stores in Rancho Cucamonga, having fun, helping people learn how to play, and getting the equipment and the musical instruments they need so they can be successful. Thanks for having me talk at your career day. To be honest with you, when I was in junior high, I had no idea what I was going to do. But in junior high, I discovered that I really liked music. I wasn't really too good at it because I didn't practice, but I really wanted to be a musician. So as years went on, I played in the school band playing trumpet, and then I started playing keyboards in rock and roll bands. So when I finally went to college, I earned my way through college playing in rock bands, playing keyboards, but I majored in trumpet, and then I got my degree in music and my teaching credential. So I ended up starting a music store just because it sounded like a fun thing to do. So a lot of times, I'm sure you've been in music stores and went, wow, this is cool. But you may not know what it takes to work in a music store. First of all, you should be a musician of some type. You could play the clarinet, you could play the guitar, play the drums, you could be a vocalist, a piano player. That all helps you be successful being in a music store. You do have to learn about other instruments you may not know about. We call that product knowledge. So for an example, I cannot play the guitar or drum set. You would laugh if you see me do it. But I can explain to you how they make a guitar, what guitars are best for what, and I can help people find the right guitar based on my knowledge, my product knowledge. The same thing goes for my friends that play guitar. They may not know about the trumpet, but they learn the product knowledge about how the trumpet works and what makes a trumpet a good trumpet for this individual customer. So that's really important, is wanting to know about a lot of different instruments. You don't have to play them, but you need to learn about them. The second thing is you have to have social skills. What are social skills? You gotta like people. If you don't like people, you probably shouldn't work at a music store. Because the two things we've got is product or instruments and people, otherwise known as customers. People that we want to help, like you or your parents or your grandparents or your neighbor. So you have to have communication skills and people skills. You gotta like talking to people. If you only can text and you're afraid of talking to people, a music store is probably not a good place for you. But it's okay. As you get older, we all change. The third thing, which I'm sure you're very good at compared to me, is technical skills. Meaning, do you know how to post things on social media like Instagram or Facebook? Or on YouTube or Twitter? What about, can you do YouTube videos? Do you know how to text? Woo! Do you know how to do email? This is all stuff you do. I had to learn how to use Zoom this year. You folks already know how to use Zoom, so you could use Zoom in your day-to-day work at a music store. So there's some things you're ahead of guys my age on, by a landslide. The other thing that you have to do is you have to keep on learning, because the product and the instruments from 20 years ago, or worse, 60 years ago when I was in junior high, has changed. Think about all the electronic stuff that is going on with digital worlds. Right now I'm using a little camera and recording a video. When I was your age, back, I hate to say that, I would have had to get somebody with a film camera cranking the handle to make a motion picture, and then I'd have to go down. Oh, it might not even have sound. So technology keeps changing, which makes this fun and exciting. We now can connect our instruments to computers. There's a lot of this stuff just pure exciting, so you have to stay on top of it, or otherwise you can't help customers. The other thing is you have to be good at paperwork. Ooh, sort of sounds like homework, but you got to be able, when you write up repair tags, be able to neatly write things up. You need to be able to count. We're handling money during the day at a music store, so your counting skills have got to be good. You've got to know how to If someone gives you $20 and it was only $6, you've got to know how much money you give back. You've got to know how to count money. So there's some basic math skills you have to do. And you have to be organized. Some of the skills you're learning right now in school. The question would be, if you want to do it, the best way is to try it. Get a part-time job when you're in high school at a music store. See what it is. The other thing is, you can teach lessons. If you get good at your instrument, you can go teach younger people how to play. That's another skill set you can use at a music store. Oh, wait a minute. We need people to repair instruments. How many of you have had an instrument and it didn't work and you had to take it in so you could get it repaired? We're always needing people to repair guitars, basses, amplifiers, band instruments. Whoa, tuning pianos. There's another great job. So there's a lot of store things you can do, a lot of jobs you can do at a music store. Like I said, when I was your age, I had no idea what I was going to do. But for 40 years, I've really enjoyed being in a music store because of the gear, the people I learned, the new stuff coming out. It's just really, really fun. So, consider it. It's a cool job. It's not going to go away. And 20 years from now, we're going to still need people working in music stores. Thanks once again for having me at your career day. Have a great rest of the school year.